Hey guys, here aka Gene, welcome back to another GTA 5 video, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the F1 Championships as to what happened to the series, why did I stop it halfway through, and what's the plan for the future regarding events for GTA 5 similar to the F1 Championships. Well, let's first talk about what happened to the F1 Championship, shall we? Well, 5th Grand Prix was where I stopped it at with Largo Ring for F1 and GP2. We had 2 events running weekly for 9 weeks straight, with 1 week having a little break, so 10 weeks in total. This was all planned before and scheduled. A lot of time and effort gone into it with the point system, tables, standings, teams, championships, colors. All of this was properly organized. The dedicated, passionate people that signed up, yet we ended up having 10 people on the final Grand Prix of the 9th race, which of the F1, sorry, which was quite funny. But here's the thing though, for GP there was more people that were turning up for GP2 than F1 for the final few Grand Prix, which is crazy. Like, all that commitment, dedication went down the drain. But that's not because it was just a sudden thing. It was like a gradual build up, in a sense, like a chain of event of a course of a period, which people just were too blind to see. Like, I wouldn't blame the people that didn't turn up, to be honest. It's just a few individuals that had to ruin the experience for everyone else. Now, the first Grand Prix went down really well. Like, that displayed some very bad racing and some awesome racing, but everyone thoroughly enjoyed it and were excited for the second Grand Prix, where everyone turned up. So the second Grand Prix shows up, and then all of a sudden shit hits the fan. Everything pretty much just went downhill from that point. Although from the highlights, I didn't really exaggerate to the extent that I wanted to, because I wanted to keep the positivity there for the series and the amount of effort put into it. But by the time the 5th Grand Prix hit, I just said, you know what, this is just not worth my time and dedication. And it seemed like people just didn't care and appreciate the efforts that gone into this. And that's because of the simple fact that we allowed the wrong people to take part in the event. Out of all the sign-ups, we chose the wrong people, one of whom signed up for the wrong reasons. This guy was a complete hot lapper, came into a racing scene, just wanted to get pole position every single time, and every time he got knocked off that position, there was always controversy or some sort of an argument or some sort of a beef between any of the races. And that just sort of ruined it, completely gave a negative vibe for the rest of the Grand Prix. And it wasn't right. Like, it just wasn't fun or enjoyable. And that's what sort of ruined it. From that point onwards, the rest of the Grand Prix weren't the same. People's mentality changed. It became extremely serious to the point of people were breaking rules. And this individual just was being extremely desperate, breaking pit stop rules, you know, exiting pit stops 2 seconds early, this and that, and eventually to the point where it just came down to my fault for allowing this person to continue to take part in this event, because he single-handedly pretty much ruined it. Although that sounds a bit harsh, but essentially during the second Grand Prix, the 4th host, who was helping out to run this event as smoothly as possible, said that, you know, this guy, enough is enough. This guy needs to be kicked out to carry on this event smoothly as possible. I said, you know what? Because I was a generous guy and I'm a Sri Lankan, I was like, yo, bro, nah, let's give this guy a chance. It's just a second Grand Prix. I'm sure this guy will learn. He's 20 years old. What could possibly go wrong? Well, everything went downhill from that point. So, yeah, the 4th host ended up leaving because of the decision. He moved on to Project Cars. That means it was only 3 of us. Now, with only 3 of us, there was extra work put on our shoulders. Myself, of course, covering GP2, the shots and editing the highlights for that, at the same time having to put in practice for F1 and also taking part in it, then to actually get it done for highlights as well, with Bruffy's and Danny's and Thatch's footage. So there's a lot of work along with 3 of us now having to deal with it. And then halfway through, one of the other hosts who sorted out the standings and points, or one of his parents wasn't well, and it was a serious condition, so he had to drop out of the series. That means it was only 2 of us, myself and El Mister, taking care of the final few Grand Prix. That meant that more work was put on my shoulders, along with the negative vibe and the people just taking shit for granted. So all in all, it just turned into a massive depressing event, really and truly. So yeah, man, what can I say? That's basically all you have. That's where and why I've stopped posting GP2 and F1, because it was not worth it. It was not worth spending my time and dedication to something that people don't appreciate. I'm sure a lot of you guys enjoy it, like I said, but it's one of those things. You guys see it from your point of view, I see it from my point of view as a whole, and it's a complete different story. Like, yes, the beauty is there with the shots and the angles and this and that, but what really goes on is quite I don't know, it's just not necessary, and it never brings the positivity into GTA at all, man. GTA is supposed to be fun, and that's how it's supposed to be, and F1 has certainly brought in a whole level of seriousness, which is not necessary for GTA 5. And in that sense, the future of GTA 5 events and racing, I'm going to try and keep it similar to Aids Endurance, where it's really, really fun and really organized at the same time. That's how we're going to keep it. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Shaggy, sign out. Good night. Peace. Yeah. Hey guys, Shaggy here, right here. Yeah, welcome back to another video. Today, a couple hours ago actually, on Newswire, Rockstar confirmed part 2 of Ill-Gotten Gains coming out next week, Wednesday, 8th of July.